We're with Karen Klassner from Wyoming Seminary talking field hockey. And Coach, let's talk about your summer. You always stay busy and some camps and different things. How's everything going this summer for you?
We've had a number of camps come in. We had Ohio State come in, St. Joe's came in, Lehigh's coach was here with Ohio State, and we'll be bringing in a couple other camps as well. Kelsey Kolajczyk and Paige Selinsky are doing a camp in August. So we've kept pretty busy. We had 8 girls go to National Futures, so I went down to watch them play. It was great field hockey.
Girls just keep doing it year after year. How are they getting it done? Talk about they're still starting pretty young, and just getting some great training in the area. They're continuing to travel a lot. I mean, the parents play a role in this whole thing, as well as the coaches here in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I think the coaches really have been happy with the club systems. The club systems have, most of the kids play indoor. They're playing all year round now. And they've just gotten better, and they are starting at a very young age, which really makes the high school coaches, by the time they get the kids are pretty skilled.
Let's talk about these young ladies we're going to talk to today. You got a plethora of girls that are to do great things. Some have committed as juniors and some as seniors now. And tell us a little about each.
All right, we have Hannah Maxwell, who committed as a sophomore to Wake Forest. She'll be going to Wake Forest. She'll be a junior for us, can play all over the field. We've had her at forward, midfield, and I think we'll move her back to the forward line this year. Not sure, because we do not know who we have coming in. We've got Aubrey Middich, who will be a senior, is committed to Penn State, has played varsity for 4 years, one of our leading scorers. Both girls were all-state players. And then we have Alex Wisniewski, who will be a junior. She has played midfield for us and forward, has committed to Iowa. So all 3 of these young ladies have already committed to play field hockey in college.
Of course, you didn't lose too much, which is a good thing. Talk about some other players along the way this year that you think will be contributing to SEM.
Well, we have everyone back but 3 starters. So our one concern is that goalkeeper Mia Magnata will be a sophomore. We really do not have a backup. We lost our backup, so we're training a couple kids this summer to be Mia's backup, or to really push her a little bit. So it's been a busy summer in that respect. But we really feel our team's going to be very strong. We hope to play as well as we did last year. The competition in the league is always very stiff, so our kids are aware of that. And when we play grass games, we're always in trouble. So we have a couple big grass games, but most of our big games are on our turf this year, which is great.
As far as the training for the girls, do you feel like girls are getting burned out at all? I mean, field hockey is really like many other sports with the club stuff. It's almost 12 months. But as coaches, you're an experienced coach, one of the most veteran coaches around. By the way, congratulations on your Hall of Fame nomination.
Thank you.
But let's talk a little bit about knowing when to push, knowing when to pull back, and obviously with coaches like yourself, I guess you know what you're doing with that respect.
Well, we always try to peak our kids actually for the end of the season, because that's when it really counts. During the season, we kind of lay off the kids a little bit. We're always going to be a running team because we press and do a lot of things on the field, and we like to run people into the ground on the turf. So our team is always conditioned, and our kids are doing things throughout the year. You hope someone doesn't get hurt, but that's part of the game, so you just have to adjust to it. We hope our kids learn the game and can play any position on the field, so we don't really panic about kids. The only place you have to worry is goalkeeper.
Another year coaching for you. Talk about just kind of soaking this up. You never know when that last year is coming, but you're still having a lot of fun with it?
Love it. I have great assistants, and to be honest with you, I'm a little bit like Bear Bryant. I walk around. I know I'm aging myself now, but I walk around and let my other coaches do all the work, and I take all the credit for it. So,
awesome.
No, I'm blessed. I've had good players throughout my career, and our parents are great. Our fan base in the school has been great with our team.
Karen, great to catch up with you this summer, and enjoy the rest of it, and good luck during field hockey season.
Thank you, John.
Alex Wisniewski is with us here on the John Mendola Show from Wyoming Seminary as we talk about this field hockey program, and it's been very successful. And you're only going into your junior year, right?
Yeah.
And you're already committed to Iowa. Talk about the recruiting process for you and why Iowa.
It was a really long recruiting process. It started as my freshman year, and I didn't want to go out to Iowa. I really didn't. I was like, too far. Like, my mom she's like, go, just go. And I was like, okay. And I spent the day with the girls, and I was like, I love it. Like, I want to go here. And I went on a couple more visits, and I was just like, I don't want to go on anymore. I just stopped. I talked to my dad. I was like, I want to go to Iowa. I was like, all right, let's do it. And when I did, like, it was just a really good feeling because when I went there, it felt like home.
That's awesome to hear. And of course, there's been some girls from our area to go to Iowa, and some SEM girls as well. Did you get any influence in talking to some of those girls?
One of my best friends, Barry Lefkowitz, is also part of the field hockey team. Her older sister just graduated from Iowa, and she loved it so much. I remember her coming back and telling me how much she loved Iowa City and everything. And like, when I did end up committing there, she sent me boxes of Iowa stuff, like backpacks, jackets, and it's just so cool to have like some alumni there so I can connect with them.
Let's talk a little bit about basketball, another sport you play. You serious about that? Just kind of do it to stay in shape?
Yeah, I just do it for fun, just another thing. So I'm not like all field hockey, because sometimes you just want to do something else. And I play AAU in school, so it's just something to keep my mind off of it.
Got an older brother and a younger brother, so talk about being sandwiched in the middle, learning a little bit from both of them, I'm sure.
Well, with my older brother, he's a football player. He plays at the University of Albany. So with the process of picking a school, he was very helpful to me, and he's someone I look up to a lot because of how much he succeeded in life already. And my little brother, I still learn from him. He plays football, ice hockey, lacrosse. He does it all, and like, he's just always going and going. So
let's talk about the workload as a student at Wyoming Seminary, and how you hope that'll prepare you down the road.
It wasn't as bad this past year because we had new schedules, so I didn't have all my classes every day. But the workload is a lot. It's definitely something different from any other school. You have to really study hard. You can't just like blow something off. You have to like look at it and see what you're doing.
Talking to Coach Klassner a little bit about how field hockey is just so year-round. Do you listen to your body sometimes and know, okay, I got to shut it down for a week or two and just, step away a little bit, do something else?
Yeah, sometimes we just came back, Hannah Maxwell and I just came back from junior national camp, and we're tired. It was a tiring 4 days, 3 practices a day. So after that you just need a break, and you just have to take a day or two off, and then you can go again. What's
the most hours you could sleep in a row?
I think 9 probably.
Yeah, a 9-hour shift.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the excitement for this year's team at SEM. A lot of talent going around.
Our team is very talented this year. We have a bunch of returning girls: Kelsey Resnick, Aubrey Middich, Mia Magnata, our goalkeeper. We have Danny Reiser, Hannah Maxwell, Barry Lefkowitz. We had Kate Brill in the back. We are really, really good on the offensive side of things, and I think defensively, with me and the goal cage and our defenders back there, people are going to have a hard time with us.
Let's talk about your skill set out there on the field. What do you bring, and what will other players be facing when they go against you?
I think with our team chemistry, it helps a lot because I'm able to see where my teammates are a lot, and I'm able to get them the ball from the midfield up and even transferring the ball back.
All right, Alex, well, you have a sensational season. I'm sure we'll talk to you some more. Stay healthy, and good to see you again.
Thank you.
Aubrey Middich joins us from Wyoming Seminary, and we're back again. It's going to be your senior year. Here it is, 1 year closer to get to Penn State University. Let's talk about how your summer's going and how much field hockey you've been playing.
My summer's actually pretty great because next year I'll be at Penn State right at the end of June for summer school, and then it leads right into preseason. So this is kind of my last summer home. I just got done with National Futures Championship, and then I just been doing a lot of stuff with my school. We do our summer leagues, and we have our open fields, and then preseason starts pretty soon, so just enjoying the time I have left.
You always want to be in better shape than the year prior. Talk about some things that you're working on to try to make sure you're as fit and as ready to go as you can.
So with my club, Surge, we do dual training where we have an hour of field hockey and an hour of lifting, running, and all of that. So I've been doing that when I'm home and when I have time, and then when I'm on my own, like I'll run or I'll do cardio just to keep myself in shape.
Let's talk a little bit about your teammates this year. There's incredible talent around you. You guys have to work together as a group. And how you feeling about that team chemistry?
I do not doubt it one bit. I know in the past a lot of people have doubted us whether we could work together or not, but I think it all starts like off the field. Most of us are best friends and like we're so close. And on the field, you know, I think we really have gripped the concept where we all try and make ourselves better. Like we make our teammates look better. We're not carrying the ball. We're not being selfish anymore. And I think we really grew together as a team in that aspect. And I think this year we're only going to improve.
A lot of people can put that ball in the cage this year and try to spread the ball around. Good vision, good passing. A lot of that chemistry will come together.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about some of those players around you at the forward or midfield position.
We have so many good players coming back. Like in my year, Kelsey Resnick, like she's one of my very, very close friends, and she'll be at Duke. And then Kate Barilla too in the backfield. Mia Magnotta, our goalie, she was a freshman last year, and she absolutely killed it. There was nothing more that she could have done. And then Alex Wisniewski, who's going to Iowa, and Hannah Maxwell, that is going to Wake Forest. Alex is so great in the midfield, the way she gets the ball up, and then me and Hannah usually, you know, are playing forward together in the way that we frame the cage and keep the ball in the circle and just try to get as many scoring opportunities as we can.
You're playing softball. You got some people close to you that you play with. Softball-wise, coaching, you got your dad coaching and your brother coaching, and it's a whole family affair with the Medicis.
Yeah, it is. It's a really great thing, like for my family. You know, I played softball way longer than I actually played field hockey. I did travel, and it's really great just to spend more time with them. And I think it's a really nice sport to like play away from field hockey. You know, it's something that I can loosen up to and have fun. But of course, I still like want to win, and I'm competitive, and I want to be the best and win.
How much does Klassner talk during a practice? She kind of said, yeah, I'm kind of like Bear Bryant. I just walk around a lot. Sometimes I say something like, when she talks, does everybody listen? Is it she says the important things or the right things at the moment?
100%. Everybody respects Klassner, and like when she's talking or she has something important to say, we all get in a group and everybody's focused on her. Nobody's you know, looking the other direction, not showing her the respect that she deserves. Nobody, like when she has something important to say, everybody's paying attention.
Well, Aubrey, we wish you the best this season. Good luck at Penn State again next year, and of course, softball season in 2019. Thanks, Aubrey.
Thank you.
Hannah Maxwell is with us from Wyoming Seminary here on the John Mendola Show, and boy, I got to see some highlights from you this past week. Talk a little bit about where you're playing and what you were able to do with where you were playing.
Yeah, so this past weekend I was at Junior National Camp for USA developmental stuff, and we just had some training, and results came out, and my friend Alex and I we both made the cut for the national team, so we have another training in December, and then hopefully one more cut after that, and hopefully we'll make the team.
Well, you had an incredible goal. I got to see some of that on some of the social media this week. Talk about being able to finish on that one goal you had this week.
Yeah, so it was a really fun experience, and this girl just kind of drove the ball, and I was still running, and I just kind of was running through it, and then I saw it coming down my line, so I just kind of dove for it, and it's just kind of like a lucky shot, but we practiced that with my travel team, just diving and stuff and getting down and dirty. So
one of the more spectacular field hockey shots I've ever seen. Hannah Maxwell, if you get a chance, take a peek at that. It's your junior year, but you already know where you're going, so talk about your college choice and why you're headed there.
Yeah, so this past spring I chose Wake Forest University. Really excited. Coach Jen Averill. I was kind of looking at a few other schools, but after I started to narrow it down, I realized that I really liked Wake Forest, so that's kind of just where I ended up.
Let's talk about your team that you play with at STEM. A lot of those players are playing all over the place as well. Elite players, and when you get on the field, there's a lot of talent. The ball got to go through a lot of different webs there on the field, and usually that ball wind up in the cage.
Yeah, so we have 3 backs, but Kate Barola, she's our center back, and then we had Emily Sims and Cameron Litchins, but they graduated, so hopefully we have some freshmen and sophomores and some juniors that are going to fill those spots for us. And then we have our midfield, Alex Wisniewski, Kelsey Resnick. They kind of form our midfield for us, and they work the ball up to the forwards, which is usually me and Aubrey Middich, so we usually get the job done, but yeah, so hopefully we'll finish strong again this year.
Let's talk about your mom and dad and being role models for you, and what they obviously have done a nice job of setting you up pretty good, because they're taking you a lot of places, I'm sure.
Yeah, usually my dad and I are the ones traveling, and my mom kind of stays home with my brothers, but my dad and I have traveled like all over the place, just looking at schools and taking me to all my tournaments and stuff, just trying to get noticed and just get better as a player, so definitely thankful for that.
You had to learn a little bit from your older brother Hunter, who's a pretty good soccer player. You got a little one named Rory who's playing right now. Talk a little bit about the relationship with your brothers.
Yeah, my brothers and I get along very well. Hunter and I especially, we're really close. He goes to Wilkes and plays soccer, so he's always teaching me some tips on just like hustling and my work ethic, so that's really helpful.
Let's talk about some fun stuff that you do, whether it's with your teammates or just downtime, because field hockey is pretty serious. When you're going to go to Wake Forest or Iowa or Penn State like your teammates, there's a lot of serious stuff, but you got to have fun. You got to be a kid.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a few of the girls on the team and I, we work out a few times a week, and then after that maybe we'll go for ice cream or something, and sometimes we go up to Coach Ken's lake house and we go tubing and all that fun stuff. So we're keeping busy but having fun with it. So.
Well, Hannah, continued success. Enjoy the rest of your summer, and get ready for a busy fall.
Thank you.